Hi guys, Freddie Crespo, broker owner of Investors Real Estate with your market update. Today is August 17th, 2023. I know it's been a little bit, but listen, I want to give you guys an up to the minute update on the real estate market. The market is not going to crash anytime soon. So with that said, I'm going to go and prove to you what's been happening. All these crazy people saying that it's going to crash. They said it was going to crash last year, the year before that, the year before that.
You're crazy. I like you.
And I have been putting videos out telling you why it's not going to crash. There's no way that prices are going to drop. When we're in an inflationary market, which is what we're in, real estate is the best inflationary hedge. And inflation is high. They have not been able to lower it. And the only way to really lower it is to cut government spending. Well, guess what? They're not going to cut government spending. Or you can fully go Paul Volcker, okay, like what he did in the late 70s, early 80s, and raise interest rates to 20%. Also not going to happen. So basically, prices are going to continue to go up as long as that inventory is low, which is exactly the case. Nationwide, inventory is low, unemployment's low, people are making money still. With all of that, there's just no way real estate can drop. With that said, let's move on. I'm going to show you the United States prices. I'm also going to show you Orlando, Miami, and Los Angeles. Let's get into this. Okay, so here is the market data for the entire United States. And real quick, the red line here is 2020, the orange line is 2021, the black line is 2022, and the blue line is 2023. The entire United States, we are in median sale price. All right, so I just want to go over real quick. 2020 was COVID, right? But let's just get into the peaks. We are looking at a $299 median sale price with 11% increase year over year, which is really high. We shouldn't go up that much year over year. Now let's go to this peak here. In 2021, we're up to $344,000 as a median sale price, up 21% year over year, but that's not fair because of COVID, so let's bring it down here. All right, let's say 14% year over year. And if we jump up here, that's a 7 year over year, but let's go to the peak. The peak is 13% year over year. From this one, 23% year over year. Anyway, it's just crazy that prices were going up basically about 20% a year. Unsustainable, right? So 2023 comes along, and I had made a video saying that this line's going to come out over here. It's going to break through this bubble right here. You can go and check out my video. It's going to go through the bubble, and people are going to say, oh my gosh, the sky is falling and prices are going down. But no, it's not. It's still in an upward trajectory, right? Bam, breaks out the wall over here from the bubble, still going up. Now, to be fair, we're not up year over year yet. The median sale price in the United States is $381,000, and it peaked at $386,000. So 381, 386 is pretty much the same as last year, 2022. But you're going to see this line keep going. It's going to end up here somewhere, but it's going to end up year over year. And that's what I said last year, that prices will end up year over year, and it'll continue that way. Next year, you're going to see this line come across up here somewhere, and probably up here, closer to that 290 range. And it's probably going to go over like that. And it's going to keep going. Why? Because inventory is very low. They're trying to catch up. There are 4 million homes in the hole still, apparently, nationwide. The builders are trying to catch up to population growth.
The inventory crisis doesn't seem to be going away overnight. We know that building has been down, and it has been down for over a decade now. We're short about 6.5 million homes.
And it's going to take several years for that. And COVID just made it worse. So we're still looking at that 2027 where we're going to peak in inventory, too much inventory, then something major is going to happen in the market. Boom, crash happens, people lose jobs, and then we're back to foreclosures, guys. So keep an eye on that. We'll see how things go, and I'll keep you updated as we go. So United States, you can see that looks pretty darn good. That's, of course, if you own real estate. If you don't own real estate, that's not a good thing, because you're just paying somebody else's real estate. You're paying somebody else's interest rate. Anyway, that's another video for another day. Let's move on to the next metro. I'm going to go ahead and, let's go to Los Angeles first. So in LA, a lot of people fleeing LA. They've got a lot of problems over there. And of course, their prices are out of control. But look, so last year, you see this drop right here, crossing over that 2021 threshold there, and prices year over year dropped. Wow, to $793. Well, what a great time to buy. October, November, December. Isn't that what I always tell you? That's when you want to buy, because that's when you always get that little tiny dip. Well, you see a nice dip there. You guys should have bought property in California right there. $793 was the low in November, December. The springtime rebound right here starts to go up, go up. Now we're inside of this bubble. Remember, I thought we'd come out over here and break through, but this one came under, but then it's coming through and it's breaking through the bubble right here. And you should see this blue line above this orange line by the end of the year. So that's my prediction for LA. Prices will continue to go up. Same thing. You've got so much immigration over there. They need housing, but those prices are currently at $865, the median sale price in California, which is higher than $841 and higher than $793. So not as high as the peak when it peaked out at 9/11, but it's at $865, and it will eventually supersede that peak as well. All right, let's move on to the next. Orlando, Florida, where I reside. And the same thing here, you're going to see the same pattern. The whole United States real estate market tends to move in the same direction. There are some micro spots that you could say, oh my gosh, prices are down. But overall, especially in the major markets, it's going to be the same thing. So as you can see here, we had that bubble right in Orlando, same thing. It dipped a little bit here towards the end of the year like it always does. So here's 2023. It pops out. It does its little dip. Then it starts to go up. It's the springtime madness. And I expected this to break through. If you saw my last video, right, that it was going to break through here just like I had said and come out the other end. But instead, it made a little turn up and it kept going up and it went over the bubble. And it's just riding that bubble line right there. And you're going to still see this thing end up over here, up year over year, probably at 400,000. I think that's what I said in the last video, by year end, maybe higher. I mean, it's at 397 right now. If you're a first time buyer, figure it out. Get yourself a house. Buy it with a friend. Buy it with a family member. Don't keep paying somebody else's mortgage. That's just crazy. You're paying a mortgage, whether it's yours or someone else's. That's another video I'm going to make, but let's keep on going. So that's Orlando, and that's my prediction for Orlando. We're still at somewhere around 400, 405 by the end of the year. Let's move on to Miami. Now, Miami's another animal, isn't it? Look at this. It didn't even break through the bubble. It's like, excuse me, I'm just going to make my own bubble, a new bubble, and it sure did. It just went up here, went down a little bit, but it's just on a trajectory to go up, up, up. Miami is just exploding right now, and it's at an all-time high, $525,000 median sale price. This is going to continue, guys, till about 2027. That's my prediction. By the way, if anybody tells you, oh, the market's going to crash, you know what you should tell them? When? When is it going to crash? And then that's going to be end of conversation, because they can't tell you. They don't have the nerve to tell you because they don't know what they're talking about. I will be glad to tell you that we're going to peak in 2027 and then we're going to crash, and then the bottom's going to be 2032 approximately, right? And the 2032 prices are going to be equal to the 2022 prices approximately, or maybe late 2021 prices. That's where the bottom will be, and that was the whole idea of that video that I made, that we are currently in the bottom of the real estate market, right? That was way back in early 2022 when I made that video. Check out my numbers. So far, we are exactly on track for that. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave it in the comments. Please share this video with anybody that's thinking of buying or selling. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, and of course, subscribe would be great. I'm going to try to make videos once a week. Have a great day, and God bless you. Take care.
Not just a home, it's an investment.
Investors Real Estate, LLC.